This is a pretty hilarious story here. So this is a guy named Matt Walsh. Now you probably know him. He's probably the most boring host I've ever seen in politics in my entire life. He is the Daily Wire fourth stringer, Ben Shapiro. Then you got Andrew Klavan. Then you've got the third stringer, Michael, and then now you have this is the fourth stringer. He's probably hands down the most boring political host ever. He sent out a tweet saying, "Every day I see more grown adult men use emojis. There is no excuse for this. Emojis are for children and women. Do you think your great-grandfather would have been caught dead using emojis if the internet existed back then? Have some self-respect, for God's sakes. GIFs are okay, though. Memes are a case-by-case basis." It's really hilarious. So this got ratioed. He was trending on Twitter for this take because it's so insanely bizarre. But I want to actually look at this in more of a grandeur scheme because I actually have a more grandeur point to make about this. It's very bizarre, first of all, that he's saying that it's for children and women. I don't really understand why it would be for women and not just children. I don't know if it's... I guess this is supposed to be some of those masculinity things, which is hilarious. But the thing about this is the right wing, if they were smart at trying to expand their base and their appeal and not constantly and inherently impede themselves from growth, they would stop doing things like this. Because in actuality, these kinds of things do a lot of damage to the right wing. So I'll give you an example. Ben Shapiro, a couple of examples. Ben Shapiro has really, really destroyed his own reputation. But a lot of it has to do with he really sliced down his possible appeal by having a couple of ridiculous culture takes. A lot of these culture takes will make them look like complete fucking losers, and they will lose a lot of mainstream appeal, especially among young people. But, where he'll say, you remember when he said that rap isn't real music? That kind of thing is going to turn off a lot of people because a lot of people listen to rap music. And if I'm not mistaken, I think rap is the dominant genre right now. So, it's kind of a dumb idea, especially amongst young people. Probably the dumbest thing that you could say. So Ben Shapiro used to have a lot of appeal amongst the youngsters. Say, oh, Ben Shapiro destroys the libs, But that kind of dies down when you start doing stuff like that because people just make fun of it. Also, another thing was the whole WAP thing recently, where he just totally set himself up to be dunked on. These kinds of things actively damage the right. And I don't know if I should even be saying this. I hope they don't realize this. But if they had steered away from those kinds of issues, dumb shit like this, they would actually garner themselves more popularity, more support. But these people are so stupid. They can't seem to understand that. They can't seem to grasp that. And so they just keep shooting themselves in the foot. Ben Shapiro would be a lot more popular had he not done his, rap isn't real music stuff and the whole WAP thing and all this other stuff that he does on stupid cultural issues. This is just another example of that. He's trying here, I think, to extrapolate that emojis are not masculine and so men shouldn't be using them.